All right. So you guys have joined me today to talk about Instagram, which in my opinion is your non-negotiable social media platform for 2021, especially as we are living in this virtual world right now. 2021 was a game changer. It launched us into the future by many years as we really have to start connecting with people in a virtual way during this pandemic. So raise your hand if you guys have felt that, like you felt the shift of moving towards that virtual world. You guys are maybe ordering food out more often. Maybe you guys are doing less stuff. Obviously, right now you're in Bermuda. We are in a little bit of a lockdown right now. So you guys are all feeling it. And this is the same for our businesses. So Instagram is going to be so important for your business to be able to be present on social media to connect with people in today's world. So what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn why Instagram is for you specifically. Instagram for me is going to be different than it is for each of you as business owners, as individuals, as influencers. So I want you guys to get clear about why is Instagram right for you. We're going to help you get your profile or your digital resume nice enough and professional enough to represent your brand. So people are looking at your Instagram profile more than they're looking at your website right now. So we want to make sure that it is looking professional, that it is really representing you as your digital resume. We're going to learn the best features and practices of this platform. There's many of them. And so I know it can be overwhelming sometimes to know what to be on, when, how often. I'm going to teach you the best features of this platform. And we're going to learn how to implement growth strategies. That's one of the questions I get asked the most. Allison, how do I get more followers? We're going to talk about really the value of followers first and foremost, and then how you guys can grow your platform and your page in a really meaningful way. We're also going to learn proven strategies to help you do this faster and easier. I know Instagram is not the only thing you guys are doing in a day. You're busy in your businesses, business owners. You want to be able to do these things fast and easy. So I'm going to teach you some tactics today to do this quicker. And I'm also going to help you guys get your beautiful faces onto Instagram confidently. It's all about authenticity now. It's all about connection. And so being able to show up on video on the platform and be confident in doing that is going to be a way that you can stand out amongst the other platforms and the other pages that aren't willing to do so. So that's why I want you guys to get on your camera today. It's the first step in getting confident in getting on video. So I'm going to introduce myself to you guys and really tell you my Instagram journey. My name is Allison Lacusier. I moved to Bermuda 10 years ago for a job as a dental assistant. And I worked my way up in my practice to become the treatment coordinator and then the office manager. And at the time, nobody in Bermuda in dental was using Instagram to market. And so I decided to start a page and we ran an Invisalign promotion that got tons of views, tons of patients with people coming in through Instagram. So I really got to see the power of this platform. And over the years, I've learned as much as I can about it so that when I launched my own business in the middle of the pandemic last year, Instagram was one of the top marketing strategies that helped me scale my business without being able to leave my house. So I've been using Instagram probably for 5 years consistently, and for the last 4 years consistently for business. And my team and I have grown to be able to help other businesses, other influencers, other individuals, other practices be able to take their Instagram to the next level and really utilize it for a business tool. That's what it is today, is a business tool. So we're going to be able to have some questions at the end, and I'd love to be able to connect with you guys, but this is my story and how it's really helped me take my business to the next level. So I want to help you guys today know how to do that for yours. So Instagram is all about engagement. And so my promise to you for the next hour is that we're going to have fun. But I also want to challenge you. Let me just go back to this slide quickly. That if you guys take a story or a video or a post and tag me at Allison Lacusier, yes, that very long last name. If you tag me, you are going to be entered into a free 30-minute coaching call with me so I can help you get super clear on your business. So if you feel the urge, if anything is really popping out to you in this presentation, take a story of it, tag me, and you'll be entered into win a draw. And of course, I'll share you onto my Instagram as well. So let's get engaged and let's dive into this. And I also promise you that we're going to have fun, because you guys don't want to be in another boring Zoom webinar. This is going to be fun. It's going to be engaging. And if you're stuck or lost, just try to stick with me. And my teammate, Sam, if you want to give a wave, she's going to be able to answer any questions that are in the chat. So let's dive in. So let's talk about big picture, why Instagram? Like, what about this platform is so powerful? Our consumers are changing, our world is changing, and more so in the last year. Our whole marketing tactics have been changed. Billboards are less effective. Brick and mortar stores are going out of business. Our consumers have changed because our world has changed. And there are 1 billion users on this platform, and 500 million of them are on there every single day, actively on there every single day. And 2.5% of those accounts are business. Only 2.5 are business. The rest are consumers. So that means if you're a business owner, you have a huge audience of people that are consumers. And 60% of users have claimed that they have found a new product or service on Instagram. I don't know about you guys, but if I travel, or if I'm looking for a product, or if I'm looking for a class, I will go to Instagram before I go to Google now, because I want to see the pictures and the visual elements and the human connection with some of those pages. So give me a hands up if you've ever purchased something on Instagram or made a decision because of this platform. Yeah, it's so powerful, right? You want to see other people's experience with these things. So Instagram is becoming a way that people can build trust with products. The other why Instagram is millennials live on Instagram. And what is so special about millennials? They are the largest cohort of purchasers and decision makers the world has ever seen. So now they are becoming parents, they are becoming business owners, they are becoming the decision makers in the business, and they use Instagram to make decisions. So we have 1 billion users. The biggest group of users on Instagram is millennials, and 500 million of them are on there every day. So your target, your ability to connect with people is massive. And so even if they are not your current target audience, so if you're saying, Allison, I don't really care about the millennials, that's not who I'm targeting, they're going to be your future audience. So it's really important to learn their language and learn how to connect with them. And it's going to help you future-proof your business and stay relevant. And learning the tools that are going to be the most important things for the cohort that's coming into this position of decision-making is going to help you stay relevant in the business world today, especially now. So, like I said, why Instagram for you? And I want you to get clear on this before we get started, because this is going to help you know how to use the platform to serve you the best. Everybody is going to use this platform and this business tool differently, but what makes Instagram really important for you? Just pop it in the chat. Type out why Instagram for you. Why are you here in this workshop today? What makes it matter to you to learn this platform? Get clear on that, because it's going to affect everything else that we do in this workshop. Take a couple of seconds. And I know in this group, we have about 40 people here showing up, that there are a lot of highly talented people in this class. There are a lot of people that have a really important message to share, an important business they want to become visible to more people. And there are a lot of people that want to help. A lot of people that want to get in front of their ideal client, customer, or target audience. And so I want you guys to take a pen and paper right now. And I want you guys to make a little tick on your paper every single time I say something that is going to be a win from Instagram. These wins have either been something that I've personally achieved through this platform, or my clients have achieved through this platform. So I want to create a tally. So get your pen and paper out. And every time I say something that you're like, yes, that's exactly what I want for my business or myself, you're going to just write a line on a piece of paper and tally up how many. So here we go. You guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for this. Yes. Okay, amazing. Okay, so be asked to be on a podcast from an industry expert. Be invited to have affiliate agreements on products that you believe in. If you want that for your business, just give yourself a mark. Build relationships that will connect you to future clients or collaborators. Educate and provide value to your industry. Get speaking engagements through direct hashtags and targeting. Run multi-six-figure promotions. And when I say a promotion, that is like selling a service, selling a product, selling anything. Increase your email list by over 100 people in few days with one initiative. Have your ideal client schedule a consult through your Instagram. Consistently have your own auditorium of people watching your stories feed or educating them from the comfort of your home, especially right now while we all have to stay home. And number 10, have your consult calls go easier because your potential client already knows, likes, and trusts you. So I want you guys to go ahead and just write the number in the chat. How many of these things would you be interested in having done for your business, or would you like to achieve through this platform? Sam, can you just tell me the numbers? 10, 9, 6. Okay, so we've got some buy-in here, yeah? These things are things that are going to be important to your business. Amazing. So all of these things are things that have actually happened through my Instagram efforts or me helping clients through their Instagram efforts. So these things are possible, they're real, and you do not have to have 10,000 followers and you do not have to be a famous influencer. So let's talk about how we're going to do that. What you need to know, and this is going to be clear from who your target audience is who is the person that you want to talk to. If you can imagine that person, the person that is going to be buying the house that you're selling, this is the person that you're going to be providing HR consulting services for, this is the person that you're going to be selling your product to. Who is that person? Get very clear about that, because that is going to help you design your page, choose your colors, choose your hashtags, know where to target. Your target audience, or your avatar, which I like to call them, is the person I want you to be thinking about every single time you get on this platform, every single time you post, every single time you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do a story, I feel uncomfortable. Think about that person that you're helping or serving on this platform. Write it down, give them a name, type that name in the chat. Is it Louise? Is it Linda? Is it Doug? Who is that person? I think about that person every single time I do not feel like getting on my social media platform, but I know I'm getting on there to help them with something. So think about that person, really connect with them. And then think about your own content and branding. Like, what colors really connect with your brand, with your image, with the look and feel that you want to create for your audience? Think about those colors. Like, what is it that you want to convey with the imagery on the Instagram platform? Because Instagram is such a visual platform, and it's one of the biggest strengths of the platform is that people get to emote through it. They get to see and feel anything on your page. And then we need to think about your hashtags and growth strategy, which we're going to dive into a little bit more today. But I want to let you know that your hashtags and your growth strategy directly tie to your avatar. So getting super clear on your avatar is going to be the most important thing. So I want you to take a few minutes, maybe not 3, but take a few minutes right now, share it in the chat. Who is your target audience? What feeling do you want to invoke on your page? And think of some hashtags that you could be using to connect with them. And so for all of my Bermuda friends that are here today, like, hashtags that are Bermuda based are, if you're a local Bermuda company, Bermuda based hashtags are really, really important because you want other people in Bermuda to see those hashtags. And so remember, it's the hashtags that your target audience would be thinking about. So take a few minutes, write down, share it in the chat. Sam's going to let me know what you guys are putting in there. I'd love to hear some like names of your avatar. Who is that target audience? Give me a thumbs up if this is making sense to you guys too. Yes, amazing. Amazing. Awesome. I can't stress this part enough, because if we don't have our clear target audience when we're building our page and using all the features, we're going to be missing the mark. So let's move on, and you guys can ask any questions about that as we get further along. Okay, how many people feel overwhelmed by this slide? All of the features of Instagram. There are a lot of them, and Instagram is a sneaky platform that loves to change and loves to make you stay up to date on the newest and latest. They also love to roll out the new changes by different country. So here in Bermuda, we actually don't have some of the newest features available to us yet, but hopefully we get them soon. So having a clear idea of all of the features and what they're used for is really important. And using them in a way that makes sense for your business is also really important. So we're going to be diving through all of the different features that we're going to be utilizing Instagram for today. So let's start with an Instagram audit of your page. So 3 things that you want to enhance right away. Like I said, your Instagram is your digital resume. When I hired people at my practice at Positive Image Dental, I would look at their Instagram. When I want to know something about a business, I will look at their Instagram. And it helps me as a millennial know if that company is tech savvy or not. If they don't have an Instagram platform, I'm pretty sure they're not super tech savvy. Is that a fair judgment? I don't know. But that's how, as a millennial, I will look at a company. And so if you don't have an Instagram page, make sure that you create one. If you don't have a clear bio of who you help with what and how, make sure that it's clear to your target audience. On the Instagram platform, you have about 3 seconds before people lose attention. So you want it to be digestible, easy to read, and very, very clear. And then your highlights. Who here has highlights on their Instagram already? Raise your hand if you have highlights that are clear, branded. Christopher does. Amazing. Sam does. Good. Okay, perfect. We've got a few people with Soul does. Excellent. Okay, so these highlights are intentional. They tell a story. So all of your stories that you take on their platform can get saved intentionally into your highlights. So when people come to your page to learn more about you, they can learn about you quickly and easily without having to scroll all the way down through your feed. So make sure that these highlights are clear, branded, and they're intentional. And I would say choose around 5. And then make sure that your main posts in your feed fit into squares. You can post from Instagram to Facebook, and you can also post from Facebook to Instagram. Never do that. Always post from Instagram to Facebook, because when you post from Facebook to Instagram, the size of the posts is not correct, and it can be a rectangle rather than a square, and the image is actually cut off. And so whenever I see that, I'm always like, oh, not good. This is not a square. So the square for Instagram is 1080 by 1080. You want to make sure that all of your images and graphics actually fit into that square. That will show that you're a true professional and that your feed is resume worthy. So let's look at our feed for a second. You want to have a mixture of content, have a clear theme and color, and have consistent content. So don't be posting once every 3 weeks and then all of a sudden 5 posts in a row. Make sure that you have consistent content. Create a cadence that you are consistently able to show up in a professional way on your feed. So if we think about it, your story is the behind the scenes. It's the fun. They get to know your personality. But your feed is your professionalism. This is your educational content. This is who you are. This is very professional posts. So you want to take a little bit more time and energy, never be posting dark images, low quality photos. Really think through your feed posts. So to get to your feed, if you're wondering, you're going to go and click this little button on the lower right. That's going to show like an icon of you. And then you're going to make sure that there is your name at the top of the page. That's how you know that you're on your feed. And then you're going to go ahead and swipe up and see exactly what is on your feed. So you can see here, it's not all photos. It's not all stock images. It's not all infographics. I have a combination of IGTVs, educational posts, and I have infographics and pictures of me. So doing this will allow you to have that consistent look and feel, that professional feel with professional colors, and have those colors branded. So when people see your page, they're like, oh, that's Performance Solutions. Oh, that is Rigo Sotheby's. Oh, that's Clear Coaching. You want them to know exactly what that page is before they even see it, because they've recognized your branding. Is this making a whole lot of sense, guys? If it is, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys are still awake. Amazing. So good. Awesome. Okay, let's move on from our feed. And we're going to go to our story. So the story for me is the most fun, because this is where you get to show what you're doing in a day-to-day. You get to show people the behind the scenes, get to know you. Authenticity is really important on Instagram. And that might seem like an oxymoron when we can do things like filters, when we can like dilute our images and dilute the way that we look and our appearance. So make sure that you're not changing your appearance so much on Instagram that if people saw you in real life, they were like, oh, I didn't know she actually looked like that. It's fun to use filters. I love filters. They add a little bit of pizzazz. They make things interesting and more fun. And if you feel really tired and you're like, oh, I'm just not feeling it today, they make it a little bit easier to get on the platform. So use them and make it fun, but just make sure you're not portraying an image that isn't real. So your stories really show the behind the scenes. And my biggest suggestion is to have face to camera. So hold the phone in front of you and actually film yourself talking. This provides your target audience with trust. They get to know you, they get to hear your voice, and they get to start trusting you. And this is something that when I'm coaching my clients, when I'm coaching my teams, they're like, oh, Allison, I don't want to do that. That is uncomfortable. It's awkward. And I hear you. And I also want to tell you that it's not about you as much as it's about the person that you're helping. So that was something that really helped me kind of get out of my own way taking videos on the platform. Like, we can be so self-conscious and so critical of ourselves when we're doing videos, when we're taking photos. But remember, it's not about you as much as it's about the person that you're helping by providing them the option to purchase from your business. So if that's something that's getting in your way of going face to camera, try to overcome that fear or that barrier, because if you can help one person, if you can just help one person sign up for your course or register for your class or know about your business, that is going to be so much more valuable than criticizing that you've just noticed that your eyes are different shapes for the first time. Like, it's okay. We're all imperfect, and be imperfectly perfect on your platform and just have fun with it. Don't take yourself too seriously. The other suggestion I have for stories is to use things like polls and questions. Learn about your audience. Make it about them. As much as you're showing them about your life and you're showing them about your business and behind the scenes of your business, also speak to your audience in a way that makes them feel valued. Give them like valuable tips or tools. Show them little hacks. Show them like some of the insights of your business and what makes you guys different and unique. And ask them questions. Ask them polls. Would you rather me talk about this or this? And give them a way to ask that question. So we're going to have a challenge. I told you this is going to be interactive and fun. When you're going to post your story, you're going to press this little plus sign up at the top, and that's going to help you find your story on the bottom. Make sure it says story. I cannot tell you how many times I've done an Instagram workshop and somebody has gone live, which is a lot scarier than going on your story. So this is how you get to your story. Make sure that that story is there. And this big white button, you can slide left or right to pick a filter, and then press and hold this button to take a video. The good news is you can delete the video. It doesn't post right away. You can take a look at it. You can edit it. You can change it as much as you want before you post it, but we're actually going to do that right now. So I'm going to get you guys to get your phones out, go press that plus sign on your Instagram page, and go ahead and take a story. And I'm also going to take a story with you guys. So we're doing this together. Jessica's like, oh, I don't know. I see you. Don't take yourself too seriously. Kelly Francis over here, she is a pro at this already. She's amazing. And if you really are just like, no way, Allison, there's no chance, you can go ahead and upload a photo to your story and go ahead and do it. So, all right, we're gonna do this, guys. And I'm gonna tag all of you guys in this. We're gonna take it together. So I'm picking my filter. You guys won't be able to see it because I have a background on, but hey guys, we are on the BDC workshop, learning about Instagram with all these amazing people. Say hi guys, wave. Yes, we've got Sam in the corner helping with questions, and we are learning how to optimize how to optimize Instagram for your business. Stay tuned, it's gonna be a fun workshop. Okay, so we just did this together. I'm hoping that it wasn't just me doing it all by myself, but if I was, like, it's okay. I'm here for it. But I hope to see you guys posting on your stories and really just getting out of your comfort zone. But remember, this is something that you want to be doing every single day. I know that seems also pretty crazy, but there is a reason why 500 million people are on Instagram every single day. Don't pretend like you're not scrolling and looking too. So we are going to be talking about the strategy for your stories. So these are some examples. We'll shut that because the noise is very loud. But those are just some examples of ways that you can get onto your story, using polls, using videos, showing the scenery of Bermuda, showing like your puppy, anything that you want to show people that is going to help them get to know you a little bit more. But my one kind of caveat is, if you wouldn't want an absolute random stranger to know this about you, don't put it on your story. But if you don't mind, you really don't mind people to know that you got a haircut, that your dog's name is Leo, then go ahead and post it to your story. But just use that as kind of like a discretion of how much privacy you want. The other thing is, if you have a business page, your page is no longer private. If you have a personal page, you can definitely make it private, but not a business page. So use that as kind of like your personal caveat. I think Charlotte might have a question. Charlotte, do you want to go ahead and ask the question if you mean to put your hand up? No, she put her hand down. Okay, so we're going to move on. But one of the strategies I want you to consider is that you always have your story alive. Your story will disappear after it's up for 24 hours. So it's ideal to have that story posted at least once every 24 hours and at least 5 times a day at different times. Why? Because every time you post your story, your Instagram icon will go to the front of the queue so that people can see it, that you've posted something new. This helps drive people to your feed. So your feed is where you're giving all of your business information, any promotional things, helping people really get to know about you and your services. And then your story is what kind of pulls them into that. So using video content, using interactive content, things like that to help you get to know about your audience, it's going to pull them into your feed. So if you get one thing from this workshop, I want you to remember to always keep your story alive. It also helps with your Instagram algorithm and helps Instagram know that you're like alive, present on the platform. So make sure that you're using that story feature as much as you possibly can. So let's dig into the highlights a little bit more. The purpose of them is showing how you help. So I am a professional coach. What I want for people to know when they come to my page is how I help, examples of how I help, some real stories of how I've helped others so that they can have that real life kind of examples of what I do and just things that I want people to know about me quickly and easily about my business and myself. So when you take a story, you can save it into your highlights if it's something that you really want people that come to your page to know about you quickly and easily. And like I said before, create those branded covers. You can do this in Canva because it helps create that professional look. You want this to look like your digital resume. So there are a couple of ways that you can pick what is going to be on these highlights. I like you to think about your page as 5 different topics, only 5 different topics that you're going to be talking about consistently. So for me, it would be my coaching business. It would be my personal health and wellness. It would be like podcasts or other speaking events that I've done. It would be a little bit about me and then my marketing systems, like how I help other people with their marketing. So those 5 topics I'll be consistently posting about again and again so that those 9 frames are always about those topics. You want to be able to have people to know who you are very quickly and know about you as soon as they look at your page. Give me a thumbs up if that makes a whole lot of sense. Yes. Okay, great job, guys. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys about reels. Do you guys know what reels are? Anybody know what a reel is? Kelly does. Reels are the new feature on Instagram that came out in August of 2020. And what Instagram saw was this huge pull towards TikTok. Who's on TikTok? Anybody on TikTok? I know Sam's on TikTok. TikTok took over, and a lot of people started migrating to TikTok because of these fun videos that you could create. And so Instagram decided, like the smart business that they are, is to start a feature on their platform that would do the same thing. And those are reels. Unfortunately, if you are in Bermuda right now, you don't have access to reels yet, but I want you to keep your eyes out for them. This is the icon that reels has, and it is essentially the same as TikTok, but just a little bit less functional, where you can take a video and post music and post and edit things to make them really fun and kind of like eye-catching. So the purpose of these for your business is to entertain and educate. And on TikTok, you might know that people dance a lot. They do a lot of kind of crazy things. They do a lot of fun things. But remember, you get to decide what Instagram is for you. So you don't have to dance on Instagram to be effective. It really is maintaining that authenticity for who you are and what your brand represents. But the purpose of Reels is really to educate and entertain people. Video content is taking over the internet. So the second thing I really want you to walk away from this workshop, if you're like, I learned two things. One, stories are important and I need to get on my story every day. Two, get on video. Learn how to take videos. Get comfortable taking videos. Get comfortable going face to camera, because that is the most engaging content on the internet today. And it's every year, year over year, when we look at the analytics of the content that converts, the content that gets seen more often, it's always video. Video is king. So these reels can be 15 to 30 seconds, and they are meant to just be interesting, engaging, helping people really know about something. And I would say that is one of the major focuses of Instagram for business, is educating people on your product, your service, and giving helpful tips. And again, using that face to camera. So who here, just type in the chat, feels comfortable with face to camera? If you're like, oh, heck yes, I do it every single day, let me know in the chat. Or if you're like, no, it's so scary, just type it in the chat. I would love to see heck yes or heck no. Face to camera. What are they saying, Sam?
Scary, definitely scary. Learning, comfortable, but not enough.
Awesome. Jessica, she's like, I don't know. Yes. So to combat that, again, like really think about that person. Remember your avatar that we talked about? Let's say your avatar's name is Doug. Think about Doug when you're about to get onto your story. Like, what does he need to hear today? Let's say my avatar was Jessica. What does Jessica need to hear today that I can help her with? And make it about them, not about you. And allow yourself to get comfortable with that. Like, just push yourself to do it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Trust me, when I first started on video, it was not pretty. But now, over a couple of years, it's gotten better and easier. And now I feel super comfortable about it. It just takes practice. So I believe in all of you. And I have all of your Instagrams now. So I'm going to be checking out your pages and seeing if you guys are getting face camera, and I'll give you a shout out. So who wants to learn how to grow their Instagram? How important is that to you to grow your Instagram? This is one of the questions I get all the time. I need more followers, Allison. I need more people on my Instagram. So this can be a vanity metric. So let's dispel a myth right off the bat. You do not have to have thousands and thousands and thousands of followers to be effective on the platform. So if you imagine on my story, I just took a story of this, and let's say 20 people viewed it. Can you imagine 20 people in your living room right now, and you're talking to them about your product or your service or about you? Like that's a lot of people, especially right now. Like we're not even allowed to be around each other. So imagine that there's 50 people looking at your page, 50 people in your living room. That would be a lot of people to have that conversation with. So keep it in context. You do not have to have 1 million followers. You do not have to even have 1,000 followers to be effective. I coach practices and I coach teams and I coach small businesses that get business, book clients, sell business from 300 followers, from 250 followers. It's not about the amount, it's about the quality and how engaged they are with you. So make sure that those are the metrics that you are looking for success are not the number of followers, but of course you want to be able to grow. So consistency. Consistency is a big one. Consistency helps build trust. I have a dentist in the States that I coach, and during the pandemic, he just stopped posting to his Instagram. And one of his patients called him and he was like, "Oh, you guys are still open?" He's like, "Yeah, why wouldn't we be?" He's like, "Oh, you just haven't been on your Instagram at all lately. So I thought your practice closed down." And he's like, "No, like we are still very much open." So people are looking at your page to see like how relevant you are, like how often you're posting, like how connected you are to them. So make sure that you're posting consistently. And I would say like 7 days a week is ideal for sure. But if you're going to start somewhere, start where you can be consistent. So if you can be consistent right now with 2 posts a week, go to 2 posts a week until you can grow to more. So I have some questions. Chris and Jessica, do you guys have questions? Or are you guys just saying like, yeah? Yes, Jessica, you can unmute yourself.
So do you usually post weekends as well?
Great question. So when you go into your insights, do you know where your insights are? Yes. Okay. When you go to your insights, you can actually find out when your target audience is online. And those are the days and times that you want to be posting. There's no like magical day. It really is when your target audience is online and they are interacting. So when you want to go to your insights, you're going to click on the inside button and then you're going to scroll down to your audience. When you click on your audience, you'll scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see where it says most active times and it will show the hours and the days. That's how you decide when you're going to post.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then the other question I get from people is like, if somebody follows me, should I follow them back? And the answer is it depends. It depends if that person is your ideal client, if they're your target audience, if they're your friend or family. But if there's somebody that you've no idea where they live, where like why they started following you, their account seems a little bit sketchy. Maybe it's a robot. Maybe it's, somebody that's just there to watch. I wouldn't follow them back. Follow back the people that you really want to connect and interact with. Because remember, Instagram is all about engagement. It's about actually connecting with other human beings. We can get caught up in like the numbers, we can get caught up in the followers and the likes, but really it's two human beings connecting with each other. So if you really want to connect with that human being on the other side of that phone, on the other side of this platform, go ahead and follow them. But if you don't, then just give it a miss. And so leading into this point, engage with other people, like talk to them, have conversations with people on Instagram. I've had doctors, because I work in many medical and dental practices, doctors in the States reach out to me and just ask me a question on Instagram and they've become full clients because I answered them back in a very like meaningful and intentional way. So remember, don't forget with all of the kind of like the stories, the features, all of this like fun things that Instagram offers, that at the end of the day, it's two people talking to people, even if it's a business account. It's people talking to people. So engage with them, comment back, like other people's photos, give them shout outs. If you're in Bermuda, share other people's pages, other products that you like, other accounts that you like show love on the platform, share positivity, and really connect with people. And don't forget that's the point of this.
There was a question about the insights again, saying that it was a little bit fast.
Okay.
Not exactly sure.
I'm sorry, guys. I talk really fast. So if you guys need me to slow down, put your hand up. Jessica, you got it? Look at her. She's like just doing a demo. You're amazing. Yes. So on your homepage, there is an insights button. If you don't see the insights button, it might mean you don't have a business account, or it might mean you don't have a business account. So you can click on that insights button on your homepage, on your front page. Yes, Jessica's the star. She's amazing. Okay. And then you're going to click on your audience and then go all the way down, and it will show them the most active times. After the presentation, I can show you a screen share of this if it helps. So let's talk about your posting and content best tips. I'm lucky to have Sam on my team, who is super creative and amazing at creating digital assets. So she helps me a lot with some of like the creative aspect, but you do not have to have somebody to do it professionally for you. You can definitely build some of the most beautiful posts just through Canva. And we also happen to live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. So you can just take photos of Bermuda. So use a content calendar to map out a month at a time. One of my dear friends and other fellow entrepreneurs, Michaela Ian, she gave me this tip. She said, never go onto Instagram without knowing what you're going to post. Who has done that? Who has gone onto Instagram to post and then just got lost, like scrolling through, and an hour later, they're like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's happened to me. And it's meant to do that. It's meant to captivate you. So make sure that you know what you're going to post before you get onto the platform. And when you use a content calendar to map it out a month at a time, it will help you be really clear about your strategy. Remember, this is a business tool. So we want to be really intentional about it. Get a professional photo shoot done. If you want to have a professional page, if you want to have yourself be like showcased on your platform like a digital resume, get a professional photo shoot done and stockpile those images. Jessica, do you have a question? No? Okay, no worries. So make sure that you have those photos readily available. Like you don't want to be waking up one day and being like, I'm going to post to Instagram today. Let me go and take a picture. Have those pictures stockpiled so that you can access them quickly and easily. And just again, be professional in your feed. No dark pictures, no dark images, no blurry old photos. Nobody wants to see that on your feed. If you want to put that on your story, that's totally fine, because that's kind of like the less professional, more like friendly way to connect with people. But remember, your professional feed is your digital resume. If you wouldn't put it on your resume, don't put it on your feed. And then be authentic. It's okay on Instagram to show what you stand for as a business. That's still being professional. Show what you stand for and what you stand against. It's important to really showcase your business values, what you care about, what you don't care about. You can be authentic in a professional way on your stories to help market your business. And of course, show client testimonials. People want to see social proof. They want to see that you're a real person that's helped other real people and that you've helped them in your industry. So show pictures of you selling what you're doing, show them helping people, like really show you in action, because that just gives people that credibility and they see you. Okay, I know that person. I saw them on Instagram showing your house on a real estate or coaching somebody or taking photos. Really just show you in action and show your clients testimonials. There you go. Show in action on your craft. And then hashtags. I get so many hashtag questions, and I want you to remember all hashtags is a mini search engine for your page. So your hashtags help you web out through Instagram and connect with people that may not have been able to connect with you otherwise. So the Instagram hashtag game changes all the time. The algorithm changes all the time. Currently, you can use 30 relevant hashtags on each post. I think like a couple months ago, it was only 15, but now we've reached 30 again because Instagram has turned its hashtag feature back on. So use 30 hashtags on each post, 10 niche specific. So when I say niche specific, if you were like a lifeguard, you would want to use something that was like lifeguard specific. If you were an HR professional, you'd use something that was HR specific. If you were a coach, you'd use something that's coach specific. And then general would be like love, Bermuda. Actually, Bermuda is a little bit mid-range. But general would be like those big hashtags that have over 1 million posts to them, which used to not be effective. The algorithm has changed and now they are more effective. So you can start using those hashtags again. And then 15 mid-range would be like Bermuda coach or Bermuda lifeguard or Bermuda real estate agent. So those would be kind of the mid-range in between. And pick your hashtags. You do not want to be writing out your hashtags every single time, just 30 hashtags on your phone. It will drive you crazy. So make hashtag bundles. Typically make 3 of them and rotate between them. And you can actually track on your analytics how those hashtags are doing. So 3 hashtag bundles, 30 hashtags in each bundle, save them in your notes on your phone or on a spreadsheet on your computer and copy and paste them. Do not type them out every single time. You can definitely add like different ones and new ones, but save yourself some headaches and don't be typing them out every time. So you might be thinking, holy smokes, like this is not my full-time job. Like, how am I going to do this 3 times a week, 7 times a week, 5 times a day? How are you going to fit this all in? So these are my top tips for really fitting it into your busy business and your busy life. Using a scheduling software like Planoly or Later or Hootsuite or even Facebook Creator Studio. Facebook Creator Studio is free and you can use it immediately. Just hook up your Instagram page to your Facebook and you can schedule your posts through these scheduling softwares. There was a myth that was going around saying that your algorithm you would be less favored in the algorithm using a scheduling software. Not true. You can use the scheduling software, plan your whole entire post for the month and have them be posted for you. So one of the best tips, I love it when I see on my Instagram a post just pop up and I'm like, oh yay, I didn't have to do that right now. So save yourself time and energy, plan your posts ahead of time using a scheduling software. Have a virtual assistant. If you are a busy business owner and you don't have time to create content or schedule it or look up your hashtags, get somebody to do it for you. Statistics are showing that people are looking at Instagram before they're looking at websites. So how much did we pay to get our websites up and running? How often are we like updating our website? How important did we make our website? Instagram is moving in that direction. So make sure that you're taking it seriously and investing in this platform. And if you need some help, hire a virtual assistant or hire someone to take it over. Get somebody to run your page for you if you know there's no chance I'm going to be able to do this effectively. And when you hire somebody to take this over, be very cautious that they're not posting just generic content, not using hashtags, that it's authentic, because what used to be successful on Instagram is no longer. It's really important to be authentic on the page. They need to see you, your face, your authenticity, and behind the scenes. And then bulk create everything. If you're going to be filming videos, film 10 videos. If you're going to be finding photos for your page, find 10 photos for your page. If you're going to be writing captions, write 10 captions. Bulk create the captions and everything else so that you can maximize your time. Task switching in marketing is one of the biggest time wasters that we can have. So make sure you're not posting every single day with just trying to figure it out. That's the biggest way to waste time, and you're never going to be able to create a consistent strategy. And of course, I'm going to challenge you guys to take action. I want to acknowledge you guys for showing up here today. And if you got out of your comfort zone and got onto your stories and took action, even just coming onto the camera today, I really want to acknowledge you guys. I had a great time getting to see you guys here. I can't wait to go back and read the questions after. This is one of my favorite things to teach because I see so many amazing people with amazing businesses that I want them to be able to represent on this platform effectively. It has brought my business so much insight. It's so many clients, so many contacts, so many opportunities. I want the same for you, and it's possible. It is very, very possible. So I want you guys to set your own personal goals and start somewhere. If you don't have a page right now and you're like, this is so overwhelming, that's okay, because we all have to start somewhere. So get started wherever you are and set yourself some goals. And then I'm going to give you guys a challenge over the next 5 days. I love challenges because they help you push out of your comfort zone. In the next 5 days, I want you guys to post one story a day. If you tag me in it and post one IGTV in the next 5 days, you're going to enter to win a free access to my mastery course. So my mastery course is 4 hours where we sit down and we go through everything together. We map out your strategy, we map out your content, I help you build content, I give you an audit of your page. So enter to win the 4-hour mastery class. So one story a day and one IGTV. Who's going to try for that challenge? Put your hand up. Jessica, as I see her. I'm picking on you because you're like right in my screen. Chris is, yay, Chris, I'm so excited. You have an amazing business. I can't wait to see it more on the gram. Tennille, yes. Definitely. So my final notes to you guys, I know everyone in this course today has an important message to share. And if you can learn this powerful platform, it's going to help you connect and really serve more people. That is the point of Instagram, is to connect and to serve and really take action. So I want to thank you guys today for joining me. For more Instagram tips, you guys can follow me on Instagram, of course. I have 3 accounts, my dental coaching account, my Instagram marketing account, and then my personal coaching account. So go ahead and follow me. Send me a DM if you have any questions, and I'll stick around and answer some questions after this as well. And if you need help, if you need support, if you need a coach, you can book a consult call with me. I'd be happy to chat about what your needs are for your business, and just see where you're going to take your business and your Instagram platform. So let's dive into some questions. There, I can see everyone now. Amazing. Did any questions pop into the chat? Thank you. Laura, how do I contact you? Amazing. Sam's going to put my email in the chat. It is Allison@YourClearLiner Coach. Anybody have any questions about that? Do you guys feel like prepared to go and maximize your Instagram journey? Jessica, what's your question?
Does Canva have something where it already has layouts in it?
Yeah, it does. It really does. It has like different like templates, different posts, and you can actually search Instagram posts in Canva and get some ideas. And my other suggestion is just like go and look at other Instagram feeds that you like love and try to recreate those on Canva yourself. So Canva has a lot of like really good ideas. Yeah.
So he's asking, should we spend as much time on Facebook as Instagram?
I would say try to maximize like both platforms. So Facebook is a different demographic. Instagram is your millennials, and it's going to be like growing more and more when it comes to like your business efficiencies and connecting with people on your business. So I would try to do both, but it really depends on your demographic. Like if your demographic is not millennials, it's an older generation, I would not say go right to Instagram and expect the same result. What I would say is try to like use your content across different platforms. So if you're going to create a Facebook post, resize it and put it on Instagram as well, so you can be more efficient. Yeah, does that answer your question? Yeah, so the scheduling softwares were Later and Planoly, and then Facebook Creator Studio. So if you go to facebook.creatorstudio.com, you'll be able to link your Instagram to your Facebook and actually schedule to both platforms at different times too. So you know you have a different audience on different times. Hey Val! Aw, I have an international audience. So exciting. Any other questions for you guys? You guys are amazing. Oh, the Art of You is on here. Susan, I love your page. And I would just really highly suggest you guys connect with other Bermuda small businesses and support each other. And like right now, because of the state of Bermuda, the state of the world, like it is the best place to be marketing your business. Like we can't network. We can't do the things that we typically did before. So it's a great time to be able to get out there and do it. Zoe said, will you be emailing out this presentation? I think BEDC is. I've recorded it for them. So you can go ahead and watch it again. I will be emailing you guys an email after this just to ask like what your biggest takeaway was. And if you guys reply to that, I'm going to give you my master content calendar to help you guys plan your Instagram strategy. So if you guys can give me feedback or tell me what your biggest takeaway was, I'll gift you my master calendar. Maria.
Hi, good afternoon. My question is about the hashtags. You said to do about 30 per post, and you recommend creating 3 different bundles. Like, what would be the differences in the bundles?
Great question. So how I would start this would be to get like a spreadsheet and just create as many like Bermuda specific hashtags as you possibly can, and then as many niche specific hashtags that you can, and then some generalized hashtags that would really work with your business. And then from that spreadsheet, I would pull different ones to create 3 different bundles that are different, but they have the same like breakdown of categories, if that makes sense. So Instagram can tell. Instagram is actually really annoying as much as I love it. Like it can tell if you copy and paste the same hashtag bundle. So you want to vary it. And sometimes you can see like, holy smokes, this hashtag bundle like was really effective. I'm going to be using this one more often, or like just test it out for a period of time and like look into your analytics and see the hashtag bundles that did really well. And then also with the hashtag bundles, like push them to the bottom of your page. If that makes sense, like if you write a very catchy caption, like this is my top tip to help you with this, and then you have 30 hashtags just like sitting right there, try to actually push them to the bottom of the post. Exactly. Or put them in the comments. Great question. Great question. Aw, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. I love finding Bermuda businesses on Instagram. It's amazing. So is a hashtag like bait? Bait. So a hashtag really is the way that you can like be seen on other feeds. So a user on Instagram will search specific hashtags, or they will like follow specific hashtags. And if you hashtag, like, let's say I love to look at positive quotes, and Sam was posting on her page positive quote, and she posted something that would pop up on my feed if I didn't even know her. She could be in like California and I'm in Bermuda, and I would be able to see that post because she's hashtagged positive quotes and I follow positive quotes. So it helps you kind of web yourself into the Instagram world. And that really is kind of a way that you can be found when people don't automatically know you. When you tag on Insta and you post the same post to Facebook, does it still tag that person? Do you know the answer to that? It doesn't.
I think it does because it's different to me.
No, Sam says no. Thank you, Sam. So yeah, you'd have to re-tag them onto Facebook. Yeah, because they're not always connected. Great question though. You stumped me. Any other questions? Jessica.
What is your opinion on Facebook group versus the Facebook business page? Because now that the Facebook groups are starting to turn into business pages where you can pay for promotion. And I have a Facebook group, but I haven't posted my business page on Facebook because they know me from the group.
Mm. So a Facebook group and a Facebook business page are kind of like different things. So like they're for different purposes. So I have two different Facebook pages for my different arms of my business. And then I also have a group that I've used to kind of like build community. So I would say like having both can be really important, because they just are for different purposes. And I would say like a really good growth strategy, I mean, of course, depending on your business, is creating community, creating a valuable community that gets people to be like invested in your business. And that's how like in the future they'll be interested in purchasing from you because you've been like engaging with a community and building a community. So they're kind of just used for different things. So I would try to use both.
Okay, because I've been thinking about getting rid of it, but I was like, I don't know how to have my followers transfer to my business page.
Yeah.
Or should I name it different? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. And I would just always just say, like, don't forget to follow me on my business page. And if you lose some followers along the way, like it's okay. Yeah. Is there an app to photograph your products in a professional way? Sam, what is your favorite app to photograph products?
I just use iPhone.
Sam loves her iPhone. So there are definitely many, like, so iPhone has this feature of what is it called? Portrait mode that like kind of dims the background and makes the thing come into focus. And I would say like really good lighting and a white like background is going to help, or like a background that can be dimmed quite easily. That will definitely help create like fancy product in a professional way. Maria.
Hello again. So when you were talking to Jessica just now, you were talking about the arms of your business, and that was something that I am trying to figure out. So do you have one business and all these different arms, 2 or more arms? And if you do, then do you do a different page for each arm? Or do you do a business page and then say, you know, well, I do this, but I also do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, how do you do that on
Yeah.
Instagram? Because I feel like I could potentially be juggling like, and I'm feeling Jessica right now because I'm just talking about Instagram. I'm not talking about LinkedIn.
Yeah.
About Facebook.
I know,
You know?
all of them.
And like, when I think of it like that, I just want to go, ah! So I wonder how you're doing it. And is it possible for me not to have like, you know, multiple pages on Instagram?
Yes.
For the arms of my business?
Yes. It took me so long to figure this out. But the answer to this is it depends if your target audience is different for every arm.
Mm.
So for me, I have a dental arm and then I have a professional coaching arm, and both of them use marketing. I was like, what do I do? So for my dental arm, they are in like the States and Canada, like dentists. That would not work the same with professional like women business coaching. Like I couldn't make that the same Instagram because there's such different avatars. So both of those offerings have Instagram marketing in them. And so I've also created a third page now, just because my company is growing, because I have a team that's just Instagram. So I have 3 arms of my business, but if those arms all had the same avatar, you can use one page.
Okay, so that makes perfect sense. Because I was already thinking, like right now, I don't have a business page. I just have my personal page, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, well, after what I'm learning here, I definitely have to have a separate business page. But then the arms was kind of confusing me. And so I feel like now I'm clearer, because I go back to what you said about the avatar, make sure your avatar is really clear. And sometimes I think they could overlap, But if I'm making them super, super specific and super clear, then I would probably need to have separate pages. So thanks for that.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Yes, Jessica.
Sorry. I have another question. So I remember you talking about booking a meeting through Instagram so your clients can book with you. How is that possible? And I know that Facebook does it too. Which one do you prefer?
Both, because my millennial audience is on Instagram. And so here is like, for those of you that stuck around for this top tip, so depending on what your business is, like I'm a professional coach, so I want people to book appointments with me using Instagram without them actually talking to me. I just want to see them in my calendar. And so get a calendar software like Acuity, Calendly, something like that. There's many of them. Acuity and Calendly are super cheap, super user-friendly. And then you can create an appointment type for them to actually schedule with you using Acuity or Calendly. But here's the kicker. Use a link tree. This is a site called Campsite or Linktree. Sam, do you want to type that into the chat for them? Campsite or Linktree, which allows you to have multiple links on your page. So did everybody just feel super confused by that? Yeah, mind blown. Okay, so when you have Campsite or Linktree, it allows you to have multiple links. It's not just your website. It's like multiple links. It's like my free webinar, my product website, my bio, my recent article, book with me. And when you have that in your bio, they can click there and then it'll go to this like landing page. And then they'll be able to click on your Acuity or your Calendly scheduler and book an appointment with you. Who followed that? Who followed that? I see people like, stop.
I got it, but will I be able to remember that?
Yes, yes.
Thanks. I'll have to watch another video on it.
But yeah, definitely look at when DJ instructor. I love that. It's amazing. It's so amazing. And it's free. Like it's really, really functional. So try it out. And let me show you if I can show you guys this. So if you guys go to play, I don't think I can show you this. No, but if you go to my Instagram, my Allison Lacusier Instagram, you click the link in my bio, you're not going to see my web page. You're not going to see my website. You're going to see a landing page that says like, book with me, join my workshop, join this BDC workshop. It's going to have all the things and you can change it infinitely and make it super relevant. Campsite is the same as Linktree. You're welcome, Nina. They're the same.
And how would you make it clear what the booking is supposed to be for? Because I have my clients and then I have my host who I want to have the meetings with.
You can make different booking offerings using Acuity or Campsite. So you can say like, book a free coffee chat with me, like let's connect. Or you could have this, it'd be like book a client call, but they can't book a client call if they're not a client.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna take a couple more questions. You're so welcome.
Somebody asked about getting more engagement on their stories. They feel like they're talking to nobody sometimes.
Yes. For your stories, like Sam said, like use hashtags in your stories. Always use your location. If you haven't been doing like face to camera, definitely start face to camera. Polls, quizzes, exactly what Sam said in that. Try to create like engagement of like things people are excited to see or interested in. Also, you can work with other businesses or influencers or micro influencers or just people in the community and have them share your page to their story, or you can share their page to your story. So let's say I was going to share something about Valerie. So Valerie just started an amazing company. So make sure you put your handle in the chat. So let's say I was to share something on Valerie's page to my story, that would help a lot of people see what she's creating and go to her story. And if she wanted to share something from me onto her story and I shared that back to my story, people would still see her. So it's like this way of like connecting with each other in a very kind of strategic, but also really like helpful way. So help each other out and just, show love to other businesses. They'll show love back to you, and ultimately you guys will both win from that.
So, hi everyone. How do you change the filters? Because right now I'm looking at all these Bermuda filters, my mask filter, and all that kind of stuff. How do I find different types of filters?
Yeah, such a good question. So, Sam, do you want to answer this question? Yeah, take your mute off though. I'll mute myself.
Hey, who asked the question? There you are. Perfect. Okay. So for the filters, I'm just going to bring my page up. So when you swipe to the right from your homepage, you get onto your stories. And at the bottom where you would hold to have the story, there's some filters down there. So you can kind of swipe. If you haven't used any before, there is like a magnifying glass where you can go and search or try out some different ones. Also, if you see somebody using a filter on their story and you're like, I love that, I want to try that one, you can click on the filter, which will be beneath their handle in the top left corner, and you can try it out. And when you find some that you like, you can save them as well, so that the next time you go to do a story, you can use that same one.
All right, so I'm got the regular Insta, right? So
Okay.
I'm on there. I see my little, it says Doodle Sparkles from Insta, and I'm getting cross and find a face, and I just don't see where I can search or change these ones. They're like old Bermuda. They got the island, they got the mask. I just don't want that.
Yeah, if you go all the way to the
Oh,
end.
at the end, I got it.
A magnifying glass.
So then where's my camera? Then I see some faces.
Yeah. Yeah, so then you can, those are faces of people using the different filters, and you can touch it to try the filter on yourself, or you can search for different ones. So at the top, there'll be like different effects. So color ones, camera styles, funny, animals, like are the different ones.
Okay.
Whatever effect you're going for, you can choose from there.
Got it.
Does that answer your question?
Now I got a lot more questions, but I'm gonna hold them for now. But go ahead.
Amazing. Well, I'm glad that you guys all joined. So good to connect with you all. I see that many of you have followed me on Instagram, so I'm going to go ahead and use save our chat today and follow you guys back and connect with you guys. And Sam and I both, we teach Instagram classes. So we teach basics, we teach mastery. Sam teaches a Canva course. We teach a photography course. So if you guys need more support, like we're here for you. Clear Coaching also takes over Instagram. So if you're like, this is just way too much for me and my business, we also take over Instagrams for you guys. So I also do one-on-one professional coaching if you're feeling like you need some more like just really stepping through all the processes, getting confident on the page. So I'll be sending you guys an email after this with a request for feedback or review. If you guys give me the favorite thing that you learned from this presentation, I'll send you my master calendar, and then you'll have my email, and you guys can just reach out if you want to. I'll take my Instagram in there. If you guys want to connect with me, we can have just a coffee chat, see what your goals are, see if you'd be a right fit for one of these classes or programs. And we can talk about how we can get you on the gram even more. So without further ado, I hope EDC sends this out to you guys, especially for Zoe. Aw, she's still trying, but it's so good to see you guys. And during this time, like, I know it's been really a tough year for everyone. Like, just continue to share positivity and light for each other, and support each other through social media platforms. That's what my favorite purpose is to really like help inspire people, connect with them, and just like show each other love on the platform, because this year has not been easy already with the lockdowns and everything in Bermuda. So I hope you guys are all well. Great to connect with you. Thank you so much for everyone that showed up with their faces on camera, and you'll be hearing from me through my email. But of course, try the story challenge, and I'll be reposting you guys, and you can win a chance to come into my masterclass. Bye, guys. Have a great Wednesday.
I have one more question. How do you post without putting a picture up? Can you just write a post without pictures, or it has to be picture?
You can make a post that is just writing on Canva.
And then, okay, I'll figure it out. Thank you.
Yeah, go to Canva and just type in something on the page, download it, and upload it to Instagram.
Okay, Canva.
Yes. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.